All right. Welcome back to. Did you want to say something?
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the Very Jacob Good podcast.
Dude, you had one job.
What you said,
and you nailed it, and you passed. You had one job, and you're promoted.
Yep. Been practicing all month.
I mean, I only told you about this like a week ago.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I can't practice.
Just in the hopes.
That most of my day is actually practicing hanging out with my friends.
Yeah, you practice all of our podcast intros.
Yep. It's really sad, but practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Well, I mean, not really, because you messed it up, but practice makes pretty good.
Yep, just gonna practice harder next month, I guess.
Welcome back to the Very Really Jacob podcast, everyone. This is the 140th episode. That's a lot. That's a lot,
man.
And I thought the best way to celebrate, because this is a monumental episode. You know, not a lot of podcasts get to 140.
Yeah, the big 140, as people like to say.
Yeah. It's sort of like the 27 club for podcasts. Yep. It's either if you can make it past 140, then you're good. You're set.
So when you make, I'm only 26. Uh-oh.
You mean like you? Why? Yeah. Oh, true. Me too.
Yeah, but you got a couple weeks left to go.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Is it 27 is when the celebrities like die when they're 27?
Yes. So we're starting off with a positive, happy.
Well, I'm not a celebrity, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yet. You're not a dead celebrity yet.
Yeah. If I die, then I'm a dead celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. Every dead person is a celebrity.
That's one of the upsides to death.
Exactly. Well,
fame.
Yeah, fame. Thinking your gravestone is fame.
Yeah, paparazzi at my grave.
Yeah.
No pictures, please.
Yeah, I got these guys to dig a hole for me. Oh my God.
Who's calling you?
Guess who? Who do you think is calling me for like the fifth time today? Yes, it's Dean.
I know.
There's in my new video, he calls twice.
No way.
Within like an hour of recording a video.
I know. I like that day we were all FaceTiming. Like was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 hours later, and I was like, and he called me. It's like, buddy, what happened?
We just hung out.
What happened in the 2 hours?
Oh, it's so fun. He'll message me and he'll be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know, like working on stuff." And he's like, "Oh." I'm like, "What?" Oh, did you want to talk?
Yeah.
I talked to you this morning.
Yeah, what else transpired?
Yeah, what else did you do today in our locked down city?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, God bless him.
Oh, I love him.
It's always a blast, chatting.
He's an absolute.
But sometimes
absolute.
I'm just. Yeah, he FaceTimed me last night when I was streaming, and I had to be like, "Hey, sorry, man, I'm streaming," and then it was like, "Oh, sorry."
I love being like a little pissed when someone's busy, just because you're not busy. Yeah.
Oh. All right, sorry, fucking Hollywood over here, dude.
Jeez.
Sorry, are you a famous dead guy or something?
Yeah, what, did you die at 27 and now you're famous because you got a rock with your name on it?
Rock with your freaking name on it, huh?
Because you get to sleep forever now, lucky.
That's like so Long Island Dad to not want a gravestone. Yeah. Oh, that's not. You think you're a big man, you got to rock with your name on it?
Be humble. Don't let anyone know where you're buried. That's like those Be a Man TikToks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Be a man. Don't
have a gravestone.
Just die. Be a man.
Don't even let anyone know that you died. Don't have a funeral.
Those are crazy.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's great.
Well, thanks for being on the podcast,
Hey.
Jacob. This is Jacob. I don't even know if I introduced you. Everyone who's listening, this is my good friend, Jacob Sharpe. We've been friends for years.
Yep.
I feel like the last time we did a podcast together, it was pre-cancer. The last time you were on mine, I think.
Yes, that would have been I think when we did the Trainkin.
Trankin, yeah. I think that was 120 something.
Wow.
I think. Oh, actually,
I think it was before the 100th episode.
I think you're right. It might have been. Hold on. Let me just search Trankin real quick.
Get on your.
Oh wow, you're right. It's number 76.
76.
Good lord.
Good lord. It's been 70 episodes later.
Oh,
64
yeah.
technically, but basically 70.
Who's counting?
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Well, you super are. You have to.
Yeah, I have to be the one.
You have to
True.
count.
This is episode 140, but hey, who's
Yeah,
counting?
who's counting? Except for the chronological order that I place it in. Whatever.
Except for me and almost everyone else listening, but it's all good.
That's very funny.
So yeah, this is a year ago. This was before COVID.
Before COVID, before cancer.
Before cancer.
Holy moly.
Before a lot of things. It was in your apartment.
Right.
I was wearing a watch.
Well, you watch Curtis. That's an interesting Curtis.
Yeah, I haven't had the need to wear one anymore.
Sometimes you do normal normal guy stuff, like golf or wear a watch or have like a casual beer, and it's super funny to me. It's just funny. It just makes me laugh when you're like, yeah, long day at work, gonna have one beer.
Gonna have maybe two.
Maybe two. Well, it depends.
Yeah, 2 is the perfect amount.
Yeah.
3, I just made a TikTok about this actually, but
I saw that. Very funny. Dua Lipa.
Dua Peep. Yeah.
Dua Peep.
Have you seen that video?
No.
That Wendy Williams video?
No, that sounds funny.
It's like her saying Dua Lipa, and she says Dua Peep. It's very funny.
Most things like I always get memes and internet stuff like a month late.
You think a month?
Well, yeah. Well,
it's like
a lot of stuff.
Probably like 3 or 4. It's probably a quarter.
Yeah.
You're a quarter off.
Yeah, my quarterly meetings are always just slightly behind. I'm constantly lagging.
Yeah, you're in your quarterly meme things. Your meme meetings. You're a quarter behind.
Memes quarterly.
That'd be a great magazine.
That would be.
Memes Quarterly. It rounds up all the memes for the quarter.
Yeah, just pictures of fucking Carl Weiser. I would subscribe to that magazine 100%.
Memes Quarterly. Yeah, it's not online either. It's like we mail it to you.
Yeah, well, they strictly do not do online because they're trying to get into the
the print game.
Media.
Memes are severely lacking in the print media sphere.
Exactly. They're trying to get into the newspaper game.
We're a couple of industry disruptors if we did that.
Dude,
that was like the worst. When I was when I was working at a Inkbox.
Yeah.
No shade to Inkbox, but dude, startup culture is.
Oh, it's something else.
They use the dumbest words I think anyone's ever used. Like industry disruptors.
Like.
Is like a common thing where it's like someone made like a bidet or something. Like, just like people just like really weren't on that fucking wet ass game.
These guys just like weren't on spraying water in your shitter after you shit.
Yeah.
And that's why we're disrupting the industry to clean asses. I don't know why like tech bros and like stock bros like try to make that cool. Like like using that lingo and stuff, like it's just so funny to be like to think that a startup business is the same as like I don't know, like being a vigilante. They think it's like the same as like being Batman. Like it's very cool.
Yeah. Like it's like they'd write a comic book about a guy named fucking
we're just
Dresden or something.
We're disrupting the industry. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah, they all talk like Batman too.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
Your starting salary is $20,000.
We have to
but we have Oreos in the kitchen.
We have to short these stocks. Where are the stocks?
Yo, dude, fucking Big Short. If Christian Bale talked like fucking Batman in it the whole time.
If he was just Bruce Wayne, but
If he was
just
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne in The Big Short. Yeah. He was dressed like Batman too. But he was a stock genius.
Dr. Batman. Because he's a doctor.
That movie, I mean, The Big Short is already a great movie, but if Christian Bale's character was it was straight up Batman.
And if it was made by Christopher Nolan, like every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like when when Steve Carell said something serious, it just went.
Why so serious about the stock market?
That's very funny.
Well, Heath Ledger's,
or if
R.I.P.
or if if Steve Carell played Bane, but it was still like
holy
still
shit,
like this.
Yeah. Dude,
I want to short everything he owns.
The stock market's going to fall. Batman.
I think is there not a stock market scene in Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, he walks into the stock exchange, right?
And then he dirt bikes out.
Yeah, Bane's fucking sick.
He is. He's fucking epic.
I always forget, because whenever I think of the Batman trilogy, I'm just like, I only think of The Dark Knight. But I forget how sick of a movie The Dark Knight Rises is.
A lot of people didn't like
Tom Hardy.
A lot of people hated it, but I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I loved it a lot. It was fucking... Yeah, it was sick. Tom Hardy, you got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, dude.
Yeah, it's a star-studded cast. Anne Hathaway, I thought, was a great Catwoman.
Oh, she's great. She's a terrific actor.
And I like that Bane because it's less cartoony. Like, you remember the Bane where he's like in the
he's got like tubes on him and shit.
And they're like, which is like, I guess, more true to the comic books, but they just made him like dumb.
Yeah,
which he's not supposed to be. But like,
yeah, he's just a big dumb idiot.
Like, to me, that in that movie, Bane seems like the Monster Energy drink of villains.
Yeah, because it's like.
And the green stuff
because it
they
does
pump
look
them with.
the green. It looks it's Mountain Dew essentially. Is what it looks
exactly. It's a Mountain Dew original.
Yeah.
None of this Code Red nonsense.
It's Mountain Dew, vanilla, not as vanilla flavored, but like plain.
Plain, yeah. Mountain Dew vanilla sounds disgusting.
Oh my god. Also, okay,
we're pretty off
as
topic.
memey as it is. I know we're rambling a lot, but you got me talking about thinking about Mountain Dew, and it's so good. Mountain Dew's fucked. It's so good.
Oh, it's insane. It's stupid how good it is, and it pisses me off that the only restaurant that really endorses it is Taco Bell. But it makes sense because both are poison, but both are so fucking good.
Right, together it's two wrongs do make a right in that sense.
I would never.
Also, it's funny that you said they're the only place that endorses it. Like it's like they've done some sort of fucked up thing in the past.
Like no one talks about the dark past of Mountain Dew. No one talks about Mountain Dew had a rough period in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
we don't talk about it.
Of what Mountain did.
The Mountain Dews and don'ts.
Oh man, we're off to a great start. We're already fucking 15 minutes in. I haven't talked about anything, but it's all good.
To all the people who are still listening, thank you. To all the people who immediately clicked off, it's okay. I get it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you for your honesty.
I mean, I don't think people listening to this podcast are expecting a structured thing, so it's all good.
Good.
I think that's the bad thing. If you have like a really high quality podcast, then you have to consistently do that.
That's why.
But if you start low,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, if you start low, you can only really go up. No matter what.
You can only climb the Mountain Dew. It's all up the Mountain Dew from now on.
It's all up the Mountain Dew. Yo, what that Mountain Dew though?
Whoa.
Yo, what that Mountain Dew?
Yo.
So what could we start with? Oh, what do you think about this? We think this whole COVID thing, huh?
I don't know.
Jury's still out.
Thinking about it. haven't come to a conclusion yet. Still thinking about what I think. Been a year and a half. Maybe by next year I'll have a firm stance.
Yeah, but come back to me in a year.
Yeah.
And I'll have something to say on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Sad.
What are the sad? But this new lockdown that they announced.
Yeah, it's awesome. Don't you love it?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think because you know how because we've been doing that for like a year.
Oh yeah,
and then cases are like still going up.
Cases are still going up, and our premier thinks that he's friends with everybody.
Yeah,
when that's just not the case.
Right. Yeah, it's literally nothing more condescending than someone who is just like actively like not, making life any easier for anybody, and for him to start every speech with like friends, homies, squad.
Well, for a grown man to be fucking us this much, and then to refer to us as a friend, kind of hurts.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fuck us this hard,
we're more.
I think we're more than friends, Doug. You've come over. You're constantly over fucking me.
Yeah.
So what are we?
What are we? Yeah. Don't you keep leaving me on red?
Yeah. Yeah. And you eat all my food. You constantly use my shower. I'm starting to think that you're just using me.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. You're not paying any rent.
No.
You're in my house.
Yeah.
You're living with me, essentially.
You've never let me over to your apartment. I'm starting to think, do you even have an apartment?
Are you keeping us a secret?
Yeah.
Doug?
So, there's an analogy for that entire situation. But yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen you since maybe November.
Yeah.
So this sucks.
It's been December, January, February, March. Yeah, it's almost half a year.
Cool.
Without hanging out.
And in that time of not seeing each other, hospitals are getting more and more people in the ICU. So that's cool that it's working.
It's good that it's for something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I feel like I always talk about this at the top of all my podcasts because it's so fucking frustrating.
It's a huge bummer. And it's
because it's like every day you see. It's like how at the beginning of the pandemic we were all like, Canada was like, dude, we're crushing it.
Oh yeah,
America's blowing it so hard, and now it's like seeing them like cases are going down, people are back to like normal shit. It's like seeing like that you're like bully, like get like make out with like your crush. You're like, oh,
yeah,
they're not supposed to. That's supposed to be me.
Yeah, well, yeah. That is 100%. Like, yeah, the crush is being back to normal,
right? Normal life,
and we were like, we were really building up the courage to ask out our crush,
right? We were just about,
and we told. The states. We told the states like,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask them out, and they were like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and you got this in the bag.
And then we were sick for one day and we missed school, and then all of a sudden you come back to school and they're together.
I was gone for one day.
I told you I loved her.
I had one tummy ache.
Yeah.
I stay home with one tummy ache.
I only missed a half day. I had to call my mom to come pick me up. Hey, I just don't want to be at school today. Can you come get me?
You're missing a half day.
You remember missing half days? Just getting picked up?
Yeah, like a couple hours. Couldn't just tough it out.
Tough it out for fucking social studies? Had to go home?
Mom, I just have to go home.
I don't feel very good.
Also, I feel like, I don't know if it was like just me convincing myself that I was sick, but I feel like I had way more tummy aches when I was a kid. Like now I'm just like, if my stomach hurts, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I did something to cause that.
Yeah, well,
It's probably because I had eggs and a hot sauce and a fucking coffee as soon as I woke up.
well, it looks like I'm gonna have to tough that out today and just deal with the farts.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like I'm gonna have to apologize when I fart in front of real people. But as a kid, I was like,
Yeah.
this is enough to shut down the day. Whoops.
Yeah.
This is
Well, you doinked it.
and I definitely lied.
Yep.
I probably made my stomach works. Oh, okay. Here, I probably
It made your stomach work.
my stomach. Yeah, my stomach works. The fireworks that were going off in my stomach. My stomach aches.
Yeah,
I
stomach
made them a
works.
lot worse.
For sure.
Just because I was like, oh, I would rather go home and watch movies, and
Yeah.
because this sucks. Because I hate this.
The best part about, or not the best part, the most fascinating part about staying home from school was like the shows they play on TV, on like cable during the day.
Seeing YTV's lineup
When
midday,
no kids are watching. Yeah.
or like the Disney Channel
Well,
/ if you're Canadian, the Family Channel.
Family Channel.
Yeah, the programming midday on like a Tuesday, it's such a bummer, like
it's rough.
because it's all the shows you hate, and you almost are like, fuck, I think I'd rather be at school, but
Yeah.
then you'll just tough it out and you'll be like, all right, maybe I'll watch this this show about a band named Weasel.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it awesome when you ask internet providers if this is a good setup and if this is going to be a good connection, and if it won't, and you tell them I do this sort of thing for a living, and I don't like it when it cuts out, and they
Yep.
say yeah, and then you give them money and then it fucking cuts out
Every time. Yeah.
every single time. What a treat.
Yeah. Every time I stream, it fucking cuts out like crazy.
Oh,
And because it's annoying because you spend so much money.
Yep.
To get and to be like, oh, and to be sure, this is the best I can get,
Yep.
right? And they're like, yep, this is the best
Yep.
you can get.
and
And you're like, okay, great. I can't wait to experience that.
you give them money every month.
Oh, yes, not just once.
Nope, every month. And then sometimes
Every single month.
And then sometimes they you call them and you go, "Hey, why isn't this working? I just gave you money." And they go, "Did you try unplugging it?" What?
No, I actually didn't. Dude,
Why?
That's-
If it's plugged in, it should be working all the time.
right. That's what grinds my gears about technology. It should just work.
Me too. Because did it forget that it was plugged in? Did it forget?
Right.
Because that's
Yeah, we can. I mean, like, technology essentially, like, cured the cancer in your head, but at the same time, you can't have a steady Wi-Fi connection for like an hour.
Dude, could you imagine if halfway through my radiation treatments, like while I'm strapped to the bed in this like mask, that I just hear a radio technician on the phone being like, "No, yeah, I tried that already. It's not working."
Yeah. So wait, you said I got to turn it off and on again. That's
Okay.
it, and should work
Mr.
again.
Sharpe, just give us 1 second.
Just give us a second. We forgot the password.
Forgetting the password to my cancer treatments. Yeah.
Yeah, we had it. Some other guy like renewed it. We had it locked up in an external password vault, and they forgot to log into that.
And that's
New guy.
That's what happens when you get the new guys in. You die.
And you're like, hold on,
You die.
Can I have the seasoned vets here?
Yeah, can we just can this just not happen? So yeah,
Yeah,
my internet going out is the exact same as if my cancer treatments just stopped.
yeah. It's the exact same.
the exact same.
Consequences are the exact same.
I do that all the time now. I will relate to my cancer to just about anything. It's now the only thing I think I have personality-wise.
That's the only thing I have going. I mean, it's fair. I mean, it's a pretty traumatic thing, life-altering thing that you went through. So I feel like it's only fair to sort of relate everything back to it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if people just ask me how I'm doing and I go, well,
I had fucking
well,
cancer.
you're
so-
going to regret asking. You're gonna want to stop talking to me.
Yeah. Oh, you made a mistake.
You made a mistake.
You definitely made a big mistake.
No, don't even listen to the podcast. Just I'll tell you right now, right from the dirty fucking horse's mouth.
Oh, that's so funny.
You were asking me though, do I have any guilty pleasures, TV show wise?
Guilty TV show pleasures, either now or when you were younger. That you like watched a lot, you really liked, but you just didn't tell anybody.
I definitely have like guilty pleasure. Like, well, this is I know I watched Dragon Tales way too late in my life.
Okay.
I know that like we at one point in my life, but like we just had like bunny ears.
Okay.
And I was like a preteen, like I was like 11. And
Okay.
I only got TVO Kids, and I got really into Dragon Tales. And
I mean, of all kid shows to get, I mean that's like probably the most like mature one to get stoked on.
But like, so I only having access to like TVO Kids. I think like those were my guilty pleasures, just because like it was all I could watch. But
right.
Later in life, when I was like 14, I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie on Family Channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen
the live action
one. Yep, you know.
Yeah,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where they made Yoshi disgusting.
Yeah. And the Goombas are terrifying.
Yeah, they're so scary. And I think no. Maybe Yoshi. Hold on, let me just search this because I think I maybe have this wrong.
Okay.
But Yoshi Super Mario Bros. Oh, I have to specify movie. I just typed in Yoshi Super Mario Bros.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, they made Yoshi like a dinosaur, but then there's a character that's just straight up like a burly woman, I think.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Who's that supposed to be?
I can't remember.
Peach?
No.
Who else is like? There's hardly any women in this Super Mario.
No,
Bros.
I know it's a super weird.
The only other princess girl I can think of is like Daisy.
Me too. I don't know why I'm. Maybe I'm.
Yo, Mario's fucking canceled, bro.
Is he?
Well, now because they only got one girl.
Yeah, true.
Only in Daisy, they're like, sure, here's this girl with no backstory. Who is she? Who is Daisy?
Yeah, I've never seen Daisy's backstory in a game.
She doesn't even have her own game, right? They're just like, well, we need a brunette.
Yeah,
we need another
I'm
white
pretty sure,
or another white princess.
Yeah, for like Double Dash, they were like, fine, we'll add one more.
Yeah.
And then and not even that, they added also like Baby Peach. They're just like, well, how about a smaller version of the one we already have?
There can't be any other characters. We just need a smaller version. Yeah.
Which is
Daisy was in some N64 games. I think she was in Mario Party.
Oh, okay.
And Mario Party 2. And 3. And probably 4. And 5. And 6.
Was she in 7 or 8?
No.
Oh, okay.
She got fired.
Oh. Why?
She fucked Waluigi.
Oh, you can't fuck Waluigi.
You can't fuck Waluigi.
No.
As much as we all want to.
As much as we're all
the golden rule
for Waluigi.
We're all foaming at the mouth for some Waluigi sniz.
I hate all men, but when he wow.
Oh, that's funny. You should make that.
Maybe I will. Probably won't.
Oh, my camera stopped recording.
Oh, great. But yeah, the Super Mario Bros. Movie was definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I've seen
That's
it a
fair.
lot.
That's a good answer.
Whenever, and because obviously it would always be on Late Night Family Channel because they needed some sort of programming.
Right.
And it was on a lot, and I watched it every time I had the chance.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
I That reminds me, I had a friend named Joshua when I was a kid, and his family was super religious.
Did he go by Josh or Joshua?
Joshua.
Okay.
Because, religious.
This is in one of your videos. I remember.
Oh, yeah. So this is who I was talking about, but this is another story about Joshua. I went over to his house one day for the first time, and I was like, I think it was like dinner time around that time, like right before. So I was like, yo, let's watch YTV. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's on or something. Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Pokemon, heck, I'd even take Metabots or Bakugan,
Hell yeah.
Any of those. I was like, let's watch one of those shows. He's like, dude, no, I'm not allowed. And I was like, what do you mean you're not allowed? And he was like, I'm only allowed to watch TVO Kids. And I remember being so fucking confused. I was like, what? Why? How do you live like this? Damn, bitch, you live like this?
That's so funny. Like, I mean, for a kid, like, I'm sure for a kid like you kind of got a little pissed.
Absolutely I did.
Because you were like...
A lot pissed.
You were probably like, well, that doesn't make sense because my house, I get to do that. So why the fuck is it
get
different?
to do that. Yeah, literally. Yeah, and then I was like so baffled, and then they like got mad at me for eating my spaghetti before they said grace. It was like a whole thing.
Wow. And that probably, you were like, can we just eat?
Yeah, I was like, the food's literally right in front of me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem like the kind of kid who would call kids a baby as an insult. You're a baby.
Yeah.
You're a little baby.
You're being a baby. Yeah, I for sure did that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's only because older kids would say that to me on my street.
Oh.
So I had to continue the cycle of violence.
So because you grew up in the type of small town where you had kids on the street. Like, not like... Yeah,
it was like
not like kids on the street, but I mean, like...
Street kids, yeah.
Street kids. No, like where you would have, like...
They all sold newspapers, and they all talked in, like, what's that accent called? Something Atlantic.
I was going to say the chimney sweep accent. When kids were all chimney sweep.
Holy shit.
You know?
What is... Oh, the transatlantic accent? Is that what it's called?
I have no clue, man.
The transatlantic...
I wouldn't fact check with me because I just said the chimney sweep accent.
I mean, that is a good name for it. Yeah, the transatlantic accent is like, you know how people in old movies are like, wow, say, hey, you ever touched a boob?
Yeah, these transatlantics who are always talking about boobs. Touching boobs or selling newspapers. So yeah, but you grew up in like you had, like, if you wanted to go over to your buddy's house, you would go like knock on their door, be like, is so and so home?
Oh yeah, it'd take me less than a minute to get over there, and I'd knock, be like, can I play? Is Connor here? Can I play with him?
Yeah.
And we'd be on the street playing in 2 minutes.
Or even if he wasn't there, would you just be like, can I just come play with his toys then?
Yeah, can I just play his N64
Please?
then?
He has a game I don't have.
Yeah. He's further in Zelda.
He beat the one level in Ocarina of Time that I can't beat.
I can't figure it out.
I want to
just let me in your fucking house.
Play Majora's Mask.
just please let me just let me in your house. Please. Oh my god.
But because I grew up in a small town where you lived like a solid 10-minute drive away from like your friend's house.
That's crazy.
So like if you want, like, you would have to call, make plans, and then get an adult to drive you over. It wasn't like, be home before the streetlights are on. It's like, we're gonna pick you up at 4.
Wow. So it was like you were an adult, because that's how like adults hang out.
Yeah.
You make plans. I go there. You have a set time. It's probably I got to get home for this time. I had
like a Rolodex of like home phone numbers of my friends that I would be like, so we're hanging out Tuesday at 3.
See if I can fit you in.
like making plans, because
like an assistant.
Yeah, because
to like
and we
help
were
you
like
plan out.
And people were like, yeah, just I just walked over to my best friend's house, and I'm like, you walked to your friend's house? Are you crazy?
That would take hours.
That would take you all day. What a waste of time.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I've never thought it, because I guess I think I was pretty spoiled in that sense. I had like all my best friends like lived on the same street.
Yeah, but like,
and we're
I
only
feel
best
like-
friends because we lived on that
I
same
feel like
street.
that's like a pretty universal experience though for like most people, like growing up in like
Yeah.
in like suburbs or whatever.
For sure. Yeah, I guess it's like the
But for us fucking us hardworking
Yee.
folk,
you white collar. Oh wait, no, blue collar. Is it blue collar?
blue collar,
Blue collar.
yeah.
Blue collar comedy.
Yeah, blue collar comedy. Yeah, get her done.
You might be a redneck
Should we just
if you listen to blue collar.
should we just become? Should we just try to join the blue collar comedy tour?
I'm down. I mean, there's definitely an audience.
There is. Do you think
It's a huge audience.
it's a humongous audience? They are
You have
very
to be-
popular.
You have to have like a mustache, which you can do. You already pretty much
you
have
can do
one.
it too.
I can
And
pretty much do
anyone
that.
who says you can't is a liar, and they're jealous, and they have no sense of good upper lip hair.
Thank you.
So everyone leave Curtis's
that?
face alone.
Please, ass.
Yeah.
And you just have to be like a little bit racist if you're on the blue collar comedy.
Oh, I don't think it's a little bit, buddy. Oh, I don't think they're a little bit racist.
Well, I mean, yeah, on the surface it's a little
Yeah.
bit, but once you dig down a little bit,
Anyone named Ron White for sure doesn't get other cultures.
yeah, your last name is White.
And your first name is
Yeah.
Ron? You kidding me?
Wrong.
Ron is
Ron White.
The name Ron is more white than white. That's not the whitest part of his name.
It's Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, White isn't the whitest part. They get fucking baptized in Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change the subject real quick. We're gonna take a left turn.
Uh-oh.
So I gotta press my change the subject sound. All right. So, favorite rock band? Tell me.
Favorite
What
rock
is it?
band?
What's your? Yeah.
Like, is that like a genuine like question? Like in like like
What? Yeah,
rock?
as opposed to
like
what?
just straight up rock?
Rock and roll.
Fuck. No one's really asked me that before.
Yeah, that's why I'm paying me the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly. You're
podcast
you're
bucks.
coming with the hot and heavy questions.
Yeah, favorite rock and roll
band.
band.
Well, yeah, when I'm cracking Miller Lights with the
Mhm.
other neighborhood dads in the shed, we usually
Yeah.
I'd say some Def Leppard. I can get
Yeah?
down with some Def Leppard.
Okay, that's a good answer.
What about you? What's yours?
My favorite rock band has got to be Nickelback.
Nickelback.
And I'm not being ironic. I'm not trying to be silly or
You're not
freaking
you're
edgy
not-
or whatever.
You're not goofing on me. You're not pulling one of these.
No, I'm being dead ass.
I'm not going to end up
I
in one of
think-
your skits.
Well, we'll see.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay.
I'll watch what I say, I guess.
This guy.
I do love Nickelback. Seriously, they make really fun. You can just turn the brain off, rock out.
Yeah.
And it takes a certain type of person to be the front man of a band like that.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely. Could you imagine what it takes to be the lead singer of like fucking Buck Cherry or whatever?
Yeah.
Or Hinder?
Yeah, dude. Hinder. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Thank you
right.
for sharing.
No problem. You can just have that. We can, just give it back to me whenever.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're gonna look up a little snippet of a little Chad Kroeger snippet that I found that is very fun, and I think you'll get a real kick out of.
Oh, because I'm excited because Chad Kroeger's you're right. He's a very interesting man.
He's a Canadian. He's a fellow Canadian,
Right.
which is great. So there's this a few years ago, Rolling Stone put out an article, interview with 5 Seconds of Summer. It was when they were like just getting popular.
When they were talking about underwear and...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, their hit song. Check out that underwear, bitch.
Brand name underwear. We can't get enough of it. By 5 Seconds of Summer.
My favorite song by them is Fruit of the Loom. But they did an interview with them, and they briefly spoke about their time when they were songwriting, when they were, in the studio with Chad Kroeger.
Yeah.
So I'll just read it to you.
I see.
Five Sauce are also big Creed and Nickelback fans. I think Australians are just naturally addicted to cock rock, says Hood, because I fucking love it. The band even did a co-writing session with Chad Kroeger recently, but it didn't work out. It was just a fucking Nickelback song, says Irwin.
Oh.
And then I'll skip down a little bit. At the end of the day, Chad Kroeger, was like, shit, I feel stressed. He's like, Chad Kroeger then says, you guys ever look up shit on the internet?
Uh-oh.
We're like, what type of shit?
Uh-oh.
He's like, Chad Kroeger in response says girl stuff, like hot girls dancing.
Hold on.
And then, so Chad Kroeger goes on YouTube and types in the search bar, hot chicks dancing. And they all sat there watching hot chicks dancing. It was such a creepy dad on the internet move.
No way.
That is a real thing that Chad Kroeger, it is the most Chad Kroeger thing that anybody could do.
Oh my.
Aside from being in Nickelback and being Chad
and
Kroeger.
Having, and having hair that looks like crinkle cut fries. This is
hot girls dancing.
Hot girls dancing and showing it to a bunch of younger men.
Yeah, you guys ever look up shit on the internet?
Like,
whoa, man.
Well, like that's so funny because it just shows you that like, hey, old guys, there's like way more stuff. You guys,
oh yeah,
like, it's like old men on the internet have the same curiosity as like some kid in like grade 4 in like their computer lab class.
Literally,
like
it's like when you Google like butt.
Or I was thinking about this the other day. I once Googled the word nude. and then I closed it right away. I got way too scared.
Too scared yet.
But like they have that same curiosity where they're just like, what happens if I type in boob?
Right, because they have the same familiarity level with the internet.
Oh yeah,
as a child.
Yeah,
because he's like speaking that like the way Chad Kroeger mentions the internet is like these guys aren't aware of it.
Yeah,
like they don't know what the internet is.
I'm about to give these young men boners.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you onto some crazy shit. YouTube.com. Hot girls dancing. It does not get raunchier than this anywhere on the internet.
I've been I'm a bit of a tech guy, so I know my way around. You guys ever go on the dark web and look up hot girls dancing?
That's so funny. I love that so much. I had to talk about it.
Thank you for sharing that. That's insane. I love that that they tried to write a song and it didn't work. And then Chad Kroeger's like, well, there's only one other thing to do. Look up hot girls dancing.
It's funny because they said that the song was just another Nickelback song. So Chad probably really liked the song. So just to celebrate, he was like, well, fellas, I got something crazy we could do.
And he was so stressed about how successful the song was going to be. Shit, I'm stressed.
I'm fucking stressed.
The idea of being stressed.
We gotta look up some hot girls dancing.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that relaxes me.
Yeah, you guys go for smoke breaks outside?
Yeah. Some people listen to ocean sounds. I watch videos of hot girls dancing on YouTube.
I actually hired 2 hot girls to just kind of dance around me at all times.
Good night. Good night, Chad.
Good night. I hate my life. Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all that's a real thing.
No, that is so on character, it's insane.
It's very on brand.
Yeah. In character, sorry. And okay, actually, if we could say talking about music, actually,
Okay.
we're gonna move on a little bit to another sort of current event thing that's kind of happening.
Okay.
You know TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So we all know there's a bunch of artists who are, you can pretty much get like super famous from being on TikTok. If you have a song that goes viral, you got a little dance to it,
That's
game over.
That's the thing. You want to make it as a musician, get people grooving, get people dancing,
Get people grooving. Yeah. So then, especially if you're a hot girl, then Chad Kroeger can watch you.
If you want Chad Kroeger to listen to your music,
You got to be a hot girl
you gotta
dancing.
be a hot girl dancing.
Yeah, dude. If Chad Kroeger ever found out about TikTok, his head would fucking explode.
He would freak out. He'd.
It's the whole app.
Yeah, but wait, hold on.
Fucking what?
Does Five Sauce know about this?
I gotta tell the guys. He calls Five Sauce
5 seconds
at like 3 a.m. in a cold sweat. Guys, I gotta tell you,
you're not
going
to believe this app. No stress, no more. 5 seconds of summer, more
stress is gone.
5 seconds of summer, more like 60 seconds of heaven.
Chad Kroeger as a therapist. Yeah. Have you tried watching hot girls dancing?
Now I know you're having trouble getting out of bed. Well, maybe this will help.
Oh, that's funny. So I don't know if you're familiar with this or this has popped up on your For You page, but there's a new band.
Okay.
That's sort of popping off on TikTok for all the wrong reasons.
Uh-oh.
They're called Tramp Stamps.
Okay. I don't know them.
Have you heard of them?
Obviously not, buddy. I recently had to ask you what poggers meant, so I don't think I know what tramp stamp is.
Okay. I'll show you what they look like. This is them.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think they have a song about I'm not going to date you because you're a shitty guy.
Yes. Okay. You're sort of on track. You have a rough understanding of it, right?
Yeah. I have been on TikTok a few times.
Okay. So this is them. This is the band. They're going pretty popular on TikTok for their song. It's called I'd Rather Die.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy title, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, it'd be fun. I do this sometimes on my podcast where we do lyric breakdown. We go through the lyrics of the song and we sort of goof on it a bit.
I'm very down.
So we got the Genius page open right here.
Okay.
It's called I'd Rather Die by Tramp Stamps. Produced by Paige Blue and Carobe. I'm not sure who that is, but Paige Blue is one of the members of the band.
Now is Carobe a pun on caribou but with bay?
I really hope not.
Cuz
Oh, Carobe is the pink-haired one, and Paige Blue is the blue-haired one, obviously, because
Okay.
Now
I'm starting to really understand it.
The album is called We Got Drunk and Made an EP, which
Okay.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like a fucking YouTube
Yeah, that sounds like clickbait.
Title. Got drunk and made an EP?
Yeah, got drunk.
Gone wrong.
Emotional. Got drunk and made an EP.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay, so the first verse, I can't remember the last time I slept with someone I actually liked and he went down on me.
Okay.
I can't recall the memory of someone driving home and not asking for a blowjob.
Ew.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
You're having bad, sexual encounters with people. That's unfortunate.
Well, and,
that can be frustrating.
And fellas are known for being pieces of crap and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, since you drive a girl home, you can just ask her for a blowjob. Not true.
That's not accurate whatsoever.
Right. So, and then that's fine. That's all. I don't really have any issue with that.
Yeah.
But this is where things start to go a little downhill.
Okay.
Is in the chorus. I'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy. I'd rather die than fake it like I'm having a good time. I'd rather die than spend the night with another Ryan or Matthew or John. Yeah, I'd rather die. Die, 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 die. We're over. And I... Okay.
And I what?
And I... So this will be funnier. This chorus in particular would be very funny when I show you something later on.
Okay.
So just remember that.
Well, I'm just...
now we go...
Sorry, just a side note. 2 things. You made an album when you were drunk. That's how most albums ever have been made. That's like it. Very famously, do people do drugs and alcohol to make albums? Number 2.
Yeah, true.
I'd rather die, 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 die. Obviously, you were drunk. What goes good here?
Die, die, die.
Die 6 times.
I'd rather die, die, dye all of our hair.
That's
different colors. Okay, verse 2. It's a very short song, so we'll be done soon. But verse 2, I don't know how you think we're gonna fuck when you can't get it up. I'm sick of hearing it's the alcohol. And when you're finally in the mood, it lasts like 1 or 2 seconds, and then you're done and want a spoon? I mean, come on, bitch. So yeah, that's
holy
troubling in a sense, because it's like, and there are people getting pretty mad at them for this verse, because it's like the implication of like you're only hooking up with this person when they're fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
And
I'm sick of hearing you're too fucking drunk to have sex with me, all right? That's enough.
Figure it
Like,
out. So, shut up.
You shouldn't be really saying that. I don't want to hear it, okay?
Yeah.
You're never too drunk.
I don't love the sentiment of shut up, get hard.
Yeah. And then at the same, right earlier, they were like talking about how they don't want to be, essentially assaulted.
Yeah, of course.
And then the verse 2, just a verse later, they're like, I'm only going to have sex with you.
Yeah, a verse later, they're like,
up.
you're not that drunk.
Yeah, like, holy fuck.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, we'll keep moving. And then the bridge, I'm just saying it's not fair to leave me hanging like this. I'm just saying it's not fair to leave me hanging like this. Okay. Chorus, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy. I'd rather die than fake it like I'm having a good time. I'd rather die than spend the night with another Kyle or Spencer or Rob or Michael or Jason or Charlie or Jackson or Henry or Steven or Connor or Chad. Those are the real lyrics, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather die, 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 die. We're over an I.
Okay.
Yeah, all kill or no filler.
Holy moly. Just, I mean, just naming white fellas.
Yeah.
Just naming guys. Just naming people with names. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, there's no people of color named Kyle or Spencer, Rob, or Michael,
right?
or Jason.
It's only white guys are allowed to be named Rob. Fucking what?
It's so weird, man. So they've been getting like a bunch of backlash, and there's like this whole theory how they're like industry plants, if you're familiar with that term.
Oh yeah.
How like
So
yeah, there's this whole theory how like because each of these girls in the band have tried like their own solo career.
You're kidding me. Carabae tried to go solo?
And let me show you what Paige looked like just pretty recently.
Okay.
Paige Blue, who was producing this song, who said, I'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy. They are married. They're married to a white guy.
No way. And also, like, the whitest guy.
Yeah. the whitest couple. 4 years of marriage with so like
God.
4 years of marriage in 2017. So they've been together for
What a fucking live, laugh, love photo. Oh my God.
like happily married.
Dude, the photo with the dog.
Dude, they're playing fucking. What game is that?
Crib. Playing crib.
They're playing crib in the park.
I'd rather die than fuck another white guy, but I would absolutely love to have a picnic and play crib with another white guy.
Yeah, that's so punk, dude. That's punk as fuck.
I don't think this is anti-white men. I think this is pro crib. This song.
I just can't imagine like you have your girlfriend. Imagine if like Eilish was in like a rock band and she was like, I'd rather die than have sex with my fucking boyfriend. Oh my God. Like, whoa. Yeah. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Babe? You'd rather die?
You'd rather die?
Jesus Christ. All right,
well, ouch. I don't know if I don't know if I want to go through with this.
I think I sort of made a mistake.
Oh my God. I did talk about true colors. I'm angry I waited for marriage.
But I'm trying to find because they had an apology post, of course, for their song.
I can't get over the amount of times that they just name names.
Yeah.
Like
that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Also, there's also another theory that like this band Tramp Stamps is they're running their own Stan account, which is a power move for sure.
That's hey, whoa.
So this.
Well, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand. You guys might have blown it right here.
Literally, they said they were talking about the band. This Stan account was talking about the band. It says they were harassed by trolls spreading misinformation and forced to remove the sound from TikTok because their sound was taken down.
Oh.
And then the person responded and said, no, I'm asking where they're located at. Like, is the band from New York or something? And the Stan account said, we are currently located in Tennessee.
Wow.
Oh, you fumbled it.
Well, oops, guys. Well.
Hey, guys, you blew it.
And how, like... It's also obvious to me to just put Stan Tramp Stamps in your like as your name.
Yeah.
Like just to do that alone is like it's just too obvious.
Right.
It's too
like we know.
Man, to go or to say they this happened to them and then be like we are here.
We're here. We're right here. Them. We're the band. This is us.
We're them. We stand ourselves. Hey, there's nothing illegal about standing yourself.
You show me the law.
You show me the fucking law.
Show me the fucking law, bitch.
Fine.
I'd rather die than see that.
I'd rather die than not stand myself.
So yeah, there's been a lot of backlash. So they posted a text post on their Instagram.
Cool. Oh, okay, here.
They started it with "Hi fuckers," so that's a good start.
Oh wow. Well, I'm glad you're taking this seriously. Yeah. Tramp Stamps here.
Hi fuckers. Tramp Stamps here.
Also, don't go Tramp Stamps in bold here and then period.
Yeah.
I think we could have used an explanation point here. Tramp Stamps here.
Here. Hi, fuckers. Imagine if like James Charles in his apology video was like that. Hi, fuckers.
Yeah. In his
what? Oh, what? I DM'd an underage kid.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my millionth video about saying sorry. Man.
Okay. We'll. Okay.
This. Yeah. I already don't like this.
I'm trying to see. So they dispute the whole thing about how they're not an industry plant. And then at this part it says, as soon as we started sending these songs around, just about every label A&R was wanting us to sign with them. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting because, like, how do you have these contacts at these fucking major label, right?
Yeah.
Not the average person can just send a song to, like, Universal and they'll be like, oh, okay. Like, it's not that easy.
No. You could, but they won't They won't listen to it.
They're not going to listen.
No.
Yeah. You think every fucking label is just like, oh, finally.
Like,
finally someone's sending music.
Yeah. Like, we haven't been sent a tape since the 50s. Finally. Are you fucking crazy?
There's been no music since then.
We're running out of music.
So that's like they pretty much shot themselves in the foot right there, because it's like you can't say that you're not, like an industry plant, or at least like with help from the industry, by saying like, well, we send all our contacts at these at these major labels, and they wanted to sign us.
Oh my God.
So apparently Marissa had some racist tweets in the past. One of the members had racist tweets when they were 15.
Okay.
Which is like, they're younger, they can move on. I'm not,
Yeah.
I can't really forgive them, because I'm sure it wasn't offensive to, right? It wasn't like directed at me, Like I can't forgive that, right? If they said like the N-word or something.
Yeah.
So, but they just said this language is not true to the person she is today, nor does she or the band condone that language. In 8 years, people grow up and change. No apology.
Yeah. Just really more of a small justification, to be honest.
Yeah, now let's talk about the racist tweets. And then it says, shall we move on to ageism?
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, enough. I mean, the racist is whatever,
Okay.
but the ageism.
Oh yeah.
That's the real issue.
All right, I didn't mean it. I'm not sorry. I didn't mean it. Anyways, can we move on to something that really pissed us off?
They're really grinding our gears?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What's that line in Community? It's like, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you can excuse racism? Yeah. Our oldest member is 29 years old, and that's for sure the married one.
Yeah, for sure.
There was another photo of her. I don't think I saved it, but it was her on like a dirt bike.
Oh,
there was a TikTok of it. Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Dude, I'm not much of a conspiracy guy, but I'm in on the industry plan.
Cuz like, yeah, it's like as soon as they started the band, all of them like dyed their hair. Their roots are the exact same length. They dyed at the same time.
Like,
it's like, we got to be punk. We got to appeal to young kids. I'm 29. Let's sing about prom.
Dude, there's nothing less punk than a fucking snowmobile. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Dude, crib.
Crib and snowmobile. Now, yeah. I'm gonna get an actual tramp stamp of a crib board and a snowmobile. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about them because the whole thing is just so fascinating, and I'd like to think that like, I don't think that like, whenever I see things about industry plants, I'm like, that's weird. That's silly. Like, people are like freaking out about Billie Eilish before, how she's an industry plant, but I'm like, maybe she's just a great artist.
Yeah.
right?
Well, the Billie Eilish one, I don't think she's an industry plant. That one doesn't add up for me.
No.
But maybe I'm being biased because I'm a fan of hers. But
Right.
this one, unless someone showed me a photo of Billie Eilish on a snowmobile, then I'd go, you know what? Fucking maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've ever been on a snowmobile, you're an industry plant.
Yeah.
That's what we've learned.
Yeah, you can't. Hold on, everybody. Dyeing your hair and driving a snowmobile? Listen. No. That's
so
wild.
I think it's very funny that they're still like, they're not even like they're really digging themselves a hole by starting an apology with, hey, fuckers.
Yeah. Well, like, that, to me, that feels like it was written by like an industry person, like someone like that,
right.
Like, to be like, you know what's so punk? If you guys don't really say sorry.
If you guys don't give a shit.
That'll throw them off the scent. That's like,
yeah, I'm wearing a sports coat right now, so I would know.
Yeah. You know, and you know what would be great? Maybe I have an idea for a song. I'm a white guy. I think you guys should make fun of white guys. I don't know. That's just me.
Ever heard about that? Yeah, I'm an industry disruptor.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, what are we at? Like an hour?
Holy.
Do you want to do some? Oh, I usually wrap it up, but do you want to do some advice really quick together?
I would love to do some advice.
We could tag team this shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that.
All right, let me find
I'm still in shock with that band.
All right, well, let's do a little palate cleanser. All right.
We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment.
We're gonna think.
Jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment.
Oh, it's lit. All right. So this is the advice segment. We're tag teaming it, me and Jacob. I will preface this. We're not professionals.
No.
People send in advice, and we do our best because we're, we like to help out, and I don't know. We try our best.
Yeah.
So this first one, we're going to keep the names anonymous. This one is from Billy Crystal.
Oh.
I love your work.
Yeah. I wonder what he needs help with.
Hey, Curtis, before I start, I just want to thank you for giving me something to look forward to every week. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Nice. But anyway, I'm a male in grade 11 who got involved in his first relationship this year.
Wow.
We have been dating for just over 4 months, but she has become quite distant. I asked her what was wrong, and she is quite scared of commitment and is very hesitant to continue our relationship. However, even though she doesn't want to continue dating, she still wants to maintain a sexual relationship. So like friends with benefits, basically. I really like this girl, and as far as I know, she really likes me. Or still really likes me. A big part of me wants to try and move past this problem with her and continue dating. On the other hand, as a horny teenager, a relationship that is purely sexual sounds like the fucking dream. So should I fight for the relationship with this girl or live the dream of many boys my age where I don't have to worry about the responsibilities that come from relationship but still get sex whenever I want it? I am very conflicted, and your perspective would be very much appreciated. Thanks, dude.
Cool. This is a good question.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. I think my first thought is it can be very tough if you. I've never really experienced that, but if you're still have feelings for someone,
yeah,
and you're just in a strictly like sexual relationship, it's gonna be very difficult to stop feeling those feelings.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I would say it's all up to like comfortability, I guess. Mm-hmm. And like this is actually a pretty mature situation.
Absolutely for someone in grade 11.
Yeah,
wow.
It's definitely like, relationships come and go, and it's especially high school relationships, but like, man, you're kind of stumping me. Like, I would say like go with like this is a type of thing where I would assume communication is like really, really important. Like,
right.
If you were to continue a sexual relationship, and I don't know what the right answer there is, like, that's more up to like your guys' comfortability and like what you would really like, what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, like, and communicating on that, being like, I feel comfortable doing that, or I don't feel comfortable doing that, or I feel comfortable if we do this, or like that's just something. Sex is tough, but it is something that like you have, especially with something like that has to be talked about, I think.
Absolutely. And it's tough because it's like if you stop dating and sort of move to just like a physical relationship or just a sexual one or whatever, it's like that's sort of a breakup in itself. And then if one person wants to stop, that's like another breakup in itself too. So it's like, it's weird. It's like you have to go through it like twice, essentially.
Yeah.
Especially if you like the person.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, and I'm sure it'll be tough. Like, you don't want to be suppressing feelings for somebody,
right.
And then continuing something, because then like
you
might be that's not healthy because you'll be like trying to get something that they won't be able to give you.
Right.
But
Yeah.
and also, don't feel pressured by like the like being a male in grade 11 and like that you should want this. Like it's all about all about your own comfortability. Just because like it's supposed to be every dude's dream. It if it isn't, it isn't. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah. It's all what, it's what you both feel comfortable with and what you both want. And I feel like this is the answer to a lot of questions I get, but it's like communication is very important.
So important. And it's something that like you will have to work on for your entire life. It's not like communication in relationships is like the constant thing. Like
absolutely. I struggle with it. Everyone does.
Absolutely. And I mean, you're talking to two absolute simps right now, but talking to two guys who absolutely would kill for their wife, but hey.
Yeah. We're the kings. We're the kings of the Sims.
King of the Sims.
But yeah, I think it does show maturity.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's like a very mature thing to take on.
Absolutely. Okay, next one is another relationship one, and then we got one more that's sort of just like a personal issue.
Cool.
So this next one is from John Goodman.
Nice.
I need your advice. I'm trying to do a John Goodman impression. He has a very deep voice.
Bonnie.
He
was Fred Flintstone.
Right. I need your advice with the situation I found myself in. My car, I have to run on my fucking legs because I'm a Flintstone. There's this girl that I used to go to school with. We both graduated since, that I crushed on then and I'm still crushing on now. I don't think we ever had a full conversation in our school years, and I've only been seeing her social media posts and photos. How do I strike up a conversation with this person that I really like, but have never properly talked to before? Do I declare my emotions in a one-off message or just send a hey? I do be kind of shy and have no idea what to do. I do believe we would be a good match, and any advice would be very much appreciated. Like every single pic on the gram.
Like, yeah, go back to our first photo, like and comment, share on your story.
Share on your story, yeah.
Just kidding. Don't do any of that. Just
bookmark it.
I would say like, this might be me being friggin' an old fella, but like I don't know, I would say just saying a nice hey, or like I'm not sure what like your COVID situation is, or like if you guys are in lockdown, but asking to hang out is always like a good thing. And I sure do know how it feels to be crushing on someone that doesn't feel the same about you. That's happened. We've all been there. And I think the thing to remember is like whether that person has the same feelings for you or not. I would say it's not a great move to just go, I'm in love with you, because especially if
I wouldn't do that.
Because if you haven't hung out with them, like how would you know that? It's
pretty off-putting to get that from someone you've never talked to.
You don't want to freak people out, but
right.
I would say just trying to talk to folks, and I know it's scary. It sucks. I hate like saying hey to people. I spend
because it's so it's like very. It's such a vulnerable thing.
Saying hey is so vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's scary. But I would just say like, just prepare to like if nothing comes of it, that's okay, and I know it'll suck and it'll hurt, but like it's all right.
And you did try.
And that's the thing.
There's that. There's a beauty in that. You did, you really did try. You put yourself out there, and that's admirable in itself.
And I feel like a cliche, but and that's not even for relationship stuff. Like saying hey, to like someone you want to be friends with is that's hard. It's
even in like a work setting too. Even like if applying for a job or something, or like a connection you want to make. Like that's the scariest thing ever is like when even just like if I'm like following a YouTuber that also follows me and that I like their videos.
Yep.
It is. I always feel so much like pressure to be like, hey, I really like what you're doing. It's really cool. I like your videos, but it's so scary.
Absolutely. And like, but especially in that sense, like people are just people,
Absolutely, yeah.
you know, and it's never going to be as scary as you think it is.
Right. Yeah.
Like
And maybe they feel the same way, and they're thinking the same. They're having the same issue.
they could be crushing. You never know.
Who knows? Maybe this is maybe the person you're crushing on was the one who sent this email.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a mindfuck, dude.
Holy moly.
Dude, that's like that.
Top 10 podcast mindfucks. Fuck. Whoa.
Take that, Joe Rogers.
Yeah. That's what I.
That's some good
Yeah,
advice.
it's just, you know, I mean, at the end of it, I feel like I just told you to just like go for it, but like, you know,
Just yeah, in a respectful
in a
way.
respectful way. Just, you know, say what's up. Say hey.
Yeah.
Saying hey is the best you can do.
Hey,
Hey.
that song by the Lumineers.
Yeah.
Send that link to the music video.
Yeah. Nothing
Hey Ho
else.
by Lumineers.
Nothing else. Or just send a photo of the Lumineers.
Or maybe not, because that song is called what? Hey Ho?
Hey ho. Yeah, it is.
Or Ho
Oh,
Hey.
Either way, I wouldn't do that.
Maybe not do that.
Find another song with the word hey in it. Make sure it's appropriate. Send
no
that.
ho. Yeah. Okay, one more advice, and then we'll wrap it up.
Thank you, John Goodman, for the question.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay. This one is from Leela from Futurama.
Oh, she's got one eye.
One eye.
Purple hair.
I-
Another less popular feature of Leela from Futurama.
Right. She could be a fucking member of the Tramp Stamps, bro.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. I've been feeling really inadequate with myself. I'm a junior in high school, 11th grade, so I'm graduating soon. I do amazing in school. I volunteer. I help around the house. I like to think I'm a good child. I really want to start breaking away and trying new things, but my parents are super overprotective and keep me sheltered because they're worried about me. I totally get it. They're my parents, but I still feel like they don't trust me enough to do my own thing, and I don't think I give them a reason not to. I feel like it shouldn't affect me as much because I'm graduating so soon and I'll be able to make decisions myself, but I just want to start finding myself and becoming a little more independent. How should I deal with my parents, and are there any ways I can start doing things my own way / expressing myself without giving my parents a heart attack? Thanks so much.
Face tattoo.
All right, Leela.
Get a face tattoo.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Just cover your face so you're not even recognizable.
Get a face tattoo of your mom's face and your dad's face.
And then
cheek.
get so many face tattoos that your iPhone doesn't even know who's freaking opening your phone. Your Face ID don't even
Yeah,
work.
exactly. Then
Instead of Face ID, it's called Face IDK.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know who it is.
face I don't know.
Face I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a face I don't
Face
know.
I don't know. That's the new Apple app, the Face I don't know. And it's just tons and
Face
tons of
IDK.
people that you do not know.
That you don't know.
It's a database of people you can say hey to.
Yeah, that's the Apple Keynote. That's the new feature.
I'm gonna say that's another good one. I would say like
Yeah, people came in with the bangers.
these
this week.
these are very good questions. Don't do the tattoo thing. I would say tattoos and piercings are
yeah.
a good thing to stay away from, depending on what your
Right.
parents' stance on that is. But
Yeah, whether they stand it or
yeah,
not.
do they stand tattoos or do they stand the tramp stamps? If they stand tattoos, they probably stand the tramp stamps.
Yeah, true.
You know,
Well, not that kind.
exactly. I would say, I don't know, like style seems like an easy one to ease. Like that seems like
That's
a good one
way
to ease
express
people
yourself.
into it.
Yeah, I think I'm struggling. Okay, they want to branch out and do stuff, right?
Yeah.
So is that like extracurriculars maybe?
Maybe
And they don't want them to do that
Oh, okay.
because they feel like They want to try new things.
Right.
Go and do new things. But I think, well, I mean, there is sort of, you could always like learn a new skill. I think that's something really like hobby that you could pick up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Maybe a new, if you like writing or something, you can try doing that, or like art.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of things you could learn now and just start trying, right? That's a great way to sort of express yourself, especially in like artistic way, because I think that's very important.
Definitely. Like I remember I didn't even do my first play until I was in grade 11.
Right, and now that like changed the whole course of your
Like
life, right?
I was just like playing sports and I was like, well, I'm gonna just go get a degree, and like just
right.
like
you were Zac Efron before Gabriella.
Exactly, and then I was like
Troy before Gabriella.
And then I was like, watch this.
Yeah, I can do
yeah,
both.
Exactly. And then I was like, I have a song called Bet on It that's pretty intense.
It's pretty lit.
Pretty good.
It's pretty lit summertime jam.
So yeah, I would say like, and even then, like when I joined like and then I joined like drama council, and then I started doing more stuff like that. So like I would say, maybe even explaining to your parents, or like having a like be like, I would like to sit down with you guys and talk to you guys about like,
right.
That's another thing, communication, like just being honest, like, I'm sure that's like a scary conversation to have, and I don't know what your family dynamic is, but like, hopefully they'll understand if you're like, if you talk to them in a mature way.
Yeah, especially if you're as good as you say you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they'll even respect it even more. Yeah. You're like, sheesh. Yeah.
They'll be like,
I got a swag ass kid.
Our kids earned it. They've earned it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I that's another good one. I like that also like it depends on a lot of different things. But I would say, another thing is like talking to teachers. Like that like might be involved in the thing that you're interested in. That's like that's a huge place to start, because they can like kind of help you like get started, and they can kind of help you like find where you fit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, true. Those are adults that are like literally their whole life is devoted to like helping you grow.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in like the best way.
Or you're talking to a guidance counselor. I was like very good friends with my guidance counselor. Obviously.
Right.
Yeah, I joined drama council, so I was pretty in with the admin staff.
All the other councils and counselors.
I did the announcements, so I knew the office ladies. Pretty cool.
Yeah. They were kind of my squad.
They're kind of my gang.
Well, that's some great advice.
Yeah. Hopefully that helps. We're no pros.
I think it did. I think we did a good job. Sometimes I feel bad because I like can't help sometimes, but I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but
I don't want, because I also don't want to give people bad advice. I don't want someone to come back and be like, I took your advice and it didn't work.
Right, now they kick me out.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. They kicked me out. They grounded me forever.
Dang
the opposite of kicking you out.
Never leaving the house.
Never leaving the house.
Yeah, someone gets kicked out. Well, at least I'm not grounded, right?
I wish they called the lockdown getting grounded.
You're all grounded. Ontario's grounded.
I mean, that's the amount of angst that we all have about it. It might as well be grounded.
Oh yeah, there's probably more drywall fixing appointments being made because everyone's just fucking going to town on their walls.
Eilish and I have a wall dedicated in our apartment to just punching. It's hardly a wall anymore. No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's mostly holes.
Oh,
it's
are
like that movie.
The structure of our building is at risk.
Because we can't handle our anger.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. We covered a lot of ground today.
We covered everything.
We had a couple goofs, some good times. Always a blast to have you on.
Hey, buddy, it's always a blast.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I had you on. So
it's been.
Hopefully next time won't be that long.
It's been too long. Okay.
Been too long, my friend.
brother.
Actually, next time you're on my podcast, it'll be in person. I'm speaking it. We're manifesting it.
I hope so. I would really
Me too.
love that. That would make me very happy.
Well, let's put it out into the universe, dude. I'm gonna fucking rub a crystal on my balls and see what happens.
Oh yeah, that's what manifesting is. Crystals on the balls. Crystals on the balls.
Crystals on the balls.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, you can go follow Jacob. His info will be in the description. You can go check out his podcast called Mr. Friendship. You could go to his YouTube channel called Jacob Sharpe.
Yep.
It's great.
It's great.
We're all pumping content.
We're all pumping content. You can check out Curtis at the podcast you're listening to now.
They don't want to listen to this shit.
No, neither do
people listen to this hate that shit.
Yeah, they're like, ugh. They turn it on just to hate it.
Just to hate it. Yeah, just to sort of punch a hole in their screen. They project me on a wall and then they punch a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah, there's a beautiful it's like a beautiful painting almost of your face.
Of holes in my
like it's a beautiful it's
gorgeous,
like well shaded, like really detailed.
Yeah.
Hole in the wall of your face.
Yeah, it's like they go, it's time for a big art attack, and then they punch a hole in the wall a bunch of times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until that's the art attack.
That is what it is. And there you go. It is what it is.
All right, everyone. It is what it is. Thanks for listening, everyone. You can, rate and review if you're listening. You can throw it up on your Instagram story. I don't care. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about it.
Sounds like you care.
I don't. I really fucking.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah, I really fucking. But no, I don't care. That's only what I live for. But all right, thanks. Thanks for listening, everyone. I'll catch you next week. Peace the frick out.
Hell yeah.